up in family. We ran the bar under the house, and I've been working there like teenager.
Was there something different that happened on that day that said to you, or the day before, that made you say, okay, I'm doing this now, and you went and did it?
I've been doing that all the time. Tomorrow, this is my last day drinking, no more. Tomorrow again, the same thing. Guilt, all that feelings, it's been killing me inside of me. And I tried so many times to not drink, and I couldn't do it. I didn't know what is rehab. I thought it's like hospital. It was nothing to do with me. I never been interested. Even I had some friends who is drug addicts and they kill themselves, but I never think about that can happen to me. Today I know can happen 100% to anyone.
You know, I really hope that, and I believe that people will hear your story and find the courage. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Robbie Hamza. This is The Talk. I've got a beautiful guest with me today, brother Dino, our Bosnian brother Dino. Assalamu alaikum, Dino. How you doing, bro?
Alaikum assalam, brother Robbie. I'm very well, inshallah.
It's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Look, jazakallah khair for coming and having you on today. I really appreciate your time, bro. Dino and I have met officially recently. You came into a meeting the other night, and I find your story to be profound. I love the way you tell your story. I think you're a very sincere person, mashallah, and you really connect with, I really connect with what you're saying. Brother, if you could tell us a bit about yourself. So you're Bosnian, so when did you come to Australia, and what was life in Bosnia like?
I came in Australia on sponsorship papers 94.
So how old were you then?
In that time, I had 22 years.
Okay.
I've been old 22 years.
Yeah.
I left Bosnia 93, went to Norway, spent in Norway 12 months.
And what prompted you to leave Bosnia? Was that the war?
The war, yes. I've been in
Okay.
army and later on been a little bit in concentration camp. And
So for those of us who don't understand the timeline of the war over there, in 1994, like, where was it at? What was happening at that point in time?
well, in Bosnia war started 92.
92, yeah.
Yeah, and we had that terrible war, and a lot of people died, and unfortunately, I've been in army like all of us, most of us, without any education and nothing. We just thought that's game. But later on, I finished in concentration camp, and I had 24 hours when they released me to leave the country. And
How long were you in the camp for?
I've been there for 2.5 months.
Wow,
Yeah.
that'd be an experience.
That was really bad experience, but at that time I thought that we all going through that, and that's like something normal. But
And was there women and children in the camps as well? Was it just for soldiers, just for men? What was
no, just it's been all just civilian.
Just civilian.
Yeah, and just civilian and army.
Okay.
He was at Croatian army, but Croatian and Bosnian army had a fight on another part in Bosnia, and they put on army in concentration camp.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, just because of the name, and that's politics.
Subhanallah, that is politics. Wow.
Yeah.
So, brother, 94, you come. How do you choose Australia?
Well, my ex-wife in that time, my girlfriend, she had an uncle here in Australia, and he sent us. Her family came first, and he sent us sponsorship papers.
Yeah.
And we came in Australia.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
So you came with your partner at the time?
Yes.
What about mum and dad?
Mom and dad, they left the city. They went in Turkey.
Okay.
And as soon as peace come in Bosnia, they come back to Bosnia. I mean, peace is they just signed, but they still been fighting after that.
Yeah, sure. So So you come to Australia, you build a life for yourself here. Tell me what happens next. How's life? How's life in Australia? What's it like coming here from another country? Did you speak English when you arrived here?
No, I was a naughty boy, and, and I wasn't good in school,
Yeah.
and I didn't learn. We had English, but
Yeah.
I didn't speak much.
So what did you do? They had English classes when you got here, or what?
No, I came in a Sunday and I went to work on Tuesday.
You came here on Sunday and you went to work on Tuesday.
Yes.
Doing what?
Doing painting.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been painting ever since?
Yes, because uncle of my ex-wife was a painter, and I went to work with him sideway
Okay.
to get some money, and
Yeah.
unfortunately,
Subhanallah. Man, I see
Subhanallah.
people who've been here for years now and they're still trying to find work, man. It's a difficult situation for refugees.
yes, I know, but still, I think everyone can find work
There's something there if you really want to
if
work.
you're healthy, mentally and physically,
Yeah.
ready for work. It's always something.
So, Habibi, when I met you at the meeting the other night, you had a really interesting story. You know, talk to me about, you know, I guess where things started to go wrong for you and what that journey looked like.
Well, nothing was wrong to me till 2016. That's what I thought. But today I know, long time ago, things went the wrong way.
Okay.
I grew up in a family. We ran the bar under the house, and I've been working there like teenager for 13 years. Been helping in the bar, and always all the company, have a drink. I never been drunk at that time, of course, but I have an older brother who look after me, and he was really strong man. Don't do that, don't do that. But things went wrong, but I didn't know I'm going wrong way. Because when I came in Australia, I started to work, and I keep living life, working 5 days, and spend with family Friday, but Saturday I going out.
Yeah.
And parties, drinking. So
It's a big drinking culture in this country.
in our country was a big
Same.
drinking, the same.
Okay.
And that's something normal, something expectable.
Yeah.
Just don't do drugs.
Just don't do drugs, yeah,
Yes.
but alcohol's different.
It's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah, yeah.
But the end of the day, it's addiction. It's the same thing. There is no difference.
It is the same thing. Yeah.
There is no difference.
I think a lot of people live in a shelter that sort
Yes,
of, they tell
yes.
themselves that
Yes.
it's not a problem or it is different.
Yeah,
But
because everyone drinks,
yeah, because everyone else does it, right?
And it's normal to be hangover, and it's normal to be sick for a couple of days. And there is some funny rules. Have one, and you will feel better.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The cure for drinking too much is start drinking more again. I mean, it's crazy.
The same with drugs. and
Yeah.
everything.
So what brings it to your attention in 2016 that, okay, this is, I've got a problem here?
Well, problem is start when alcohol, or I educate myself a little bit with addiction, what is not necessary for recovery, but I just start love that mental issues and addiction, and it's come like one chain. And alcohol is one of the biggest antidepressants.
Yeah, because
After
it's
few
a
drinks-
depressant, right?
Yes, it's antidepressant, and after a few drinks, feel better. I can talk, we can smile, we can do anything,
Yeah.
And that's I find myself, I was unhappy all the time. I had everything. I had a great family. I had a job. I had everything, but something inside of me missing. And I left the country 2000. I went to Bosnia. From Bosnia, I went to Germany for 12 months. I don't know reason. Been looking for myself somewhere else, but I didn't know. I always
So did this follow a breakup in the family, or was this just
still with family.
okay? Still with family, but
Yeah.
like what they were just sort of okay with you taking that time and doing what you needed to do, or
Yeah, I thought something wrong with Australia, because I was unhappy, and just you can see wrong things. Maybe Australia is not for me. Maybe I should go in Europe.
Okay.
I'm going in Germany, but wherever we go, we always take ourselves with us,
Yeah, we
and just
do, yeah.
keep doing the same
Yeah.
wrong thing when we're on the wrong path. Wherever we go,
Well
And,
said.
yeah. I went even in Arabian countries for whole day, and always can, if you want to find, you can always find haram things,
Yeah.
and do that style of living. But unfortunately, addiction is a family disease, and all family suffering. And I find out my family suffering because I'm not happy here. I want to go in Bosnia. From Bosnia, I want to go in Germany. I went myself. I have family in Bosnia. I came back. We decided to come back in Australia 2008. Nothing is changed. I keep living, and more and more living, going wrong way.
Did you realize when you were traveling at that point, when you guys were moving around, did you identify that alcohol was a part of the problem, or was the problem in your life, or you just thought that life was just unhappy and that was just something you were doing to make yourself feel better with unhappy life?
That was something normal in that time for me, what
Okay.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
And even probably that's my ego, or shaitan, or whatever we call, show me that's right way to do it. Look at me, I'm living life, I'm traveling, but actually I've been suffering. Later on, when I educate myself and go through all that, I can say pain and rehabs and all that, educating myself, looking back, I saw I had a problem, and I've been looking for something and happiness on wrong places. And I came in Bosnia. Of course, every addiction, like family disease, breaking families. I lost my marriage. I lost people who loves me. We feel lonely, poor me, everyone left me, but no, we just left people who love us, and we just didn't see where I'm going, and even I didn't call my mom for sometimes for 1 year, and she just waiting every Sunday next to the phone, But inshallah, when everything is changed, mom, she can see changes on the phone, and she said, I don't know what's happened, but do what you do. I can feel your happiness. And that's how it's happened. Lost marriage, few people never give up of me, but like I said, mental issues. I find that I have anxiety, PTSD, depression, everything. And maybe alcohol, no, maybe 100% been helping me on the start. But when I start hiding drinking, that was the problem.
When you started hiding it?
Hiding it, yeah.
Yeah.
Like people hiding drugs. I've been hiding drinks somewhere, and even on the work. And I was better man when I have a few drinks,
Yeah.
I'm not aggressive, I'm not in a rush, But later on, alcohol stopped working. And that mental issues go worse. Drinking go worse. I locked up myself at the home for 3-4 months by myself, just been drinking till I didn't come in stage. I thought it's happening just to me, and that's only me.
Yeah.
And comparing myself with others, I always had some people I know, they drinking all life, but I'm not them, and I'm happy today. I'm not functional. I'm happy, alhamdulillah, for everything what happened to me. It was been hard time, but later on, I feel and I know what is real happiness.
Yeah.
I don't need anything anymore to be happy,
Alhamdulillah.
There is no hole that I need fill up, nothing.
So where does your happiness come from now?
It's come from God.
God.
It's come from Allah, from God. When I start praying, I start doing writing, I make decision to be better man. And everything is just fixed. Everything, relationship with people who loves me and I love, it's come great. No any more problems with law, no any more problem with finance. After rehab, I live 8 years by myself, but been really, really happy man by myself.
Yeah.
Everyone said, how can you live by yourself? I was enjoying. When you come from the darkness, you know, everything is fine. I just go somewhere on the beach and sitting for a couple hours and doing nothing, just enjoying. Alhamdulillah. It's
Brother, talk to me about rehab. So now, a lot of people, I mean, most people know that rehab exists. A lot of people come to probably play with the idea that they may need it, or people around them are telling them they need it. How did you decide to actually do that? Were people around you telling you it was something you should do, or was it a decision that you made on your own? How did that happen?
I did daily detoxes
Daily detoxes?
2 times.
What's a daily detox? What's that look like?
Just to go in Baila in the city.
Oh, yeah.
Pick up tablets, volumes,
Yeah.
and some vitamins. Doctors check you and you go home.
Because detoxing just cold turkey off alcohol can kill people, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. With other drugs, it's possible to do Turkey, but with alcohol, need professional doctors' attention daily.
Okay.
And not many people, alhamdulillah, I did, but not many people can do daily detoxes. They need to be locked.
But again, what made you, on the first day that you went in to do that detox, what made you say, enough is enough? Because a lot of us, you know, who've lived through addiction and lived with it, everything is tomorrow. I'm going to get help tomorrow. I'm going to do this tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes for so many of us, or it can take 10 or 15. It takes so many years, you know. Was there something different that happened on that day that said to you, or the day before, that made you say, okay, I'm going, I'm doing this now, and you went and did it?
I've been doing that all the time. Tomorrow, this is my last day drinking. No more. Tomorrow again, the same thing. And physically, pain, and mentally, shaking, aggression, shame, guilt, all that feelings, it's been killing me inside of me. And I tried so many times to not drink, and I couldn't do it. I did, because I wasn't educated. I didn't know that can happen. And I find on internet there is some detox, and I came there first time, and I said, I have a little bit problem. That people, they professionals, they can see straight away problem. And they said to me, you need a detox.
Okay.
I did that, but I come out, I didn't know nothing about addiction. First weekend, I'm okay. And I had a little bit of drink. But after that, shaking starting tomorrow straight away.
Okay.
Can't drink anymore. I didn't know. I did it next time. Very shame and guilt to come there again, because for me, alcoholic is someone who is on the street, I can't be one of them, or addict. And after the second one, doctor said to me, you should do something bigger. I said, what is bigger? He said, there is some meeting up there for addicts and alcoholic, and that's hurt me. I didn't say nothing, but it's hurt me. He's saying to me, I am one of them. I couldn't expect that. And I didn't do nothing. I stopped on my own for 4 months. And I remember I went one weekend on Strawberry Island by myself, enjoying, and that day talking with myself. Look at how it's beautiful life. I didn't drink it. And I just, like I deserve, after 4 months tonight, to have a little bit of party in the pub. Look at everyone is there. I'm a human being. I should be there. In the morning, I didn't stop drinking. And after that, I locked up myself. And the man is my ex-brother-in-law. He's never give up on me. He's always come and knocking on the door. Sometimes I didn't open. I was, of course, had the problem with law, police being coming, everyone coming. I was just locked there, been shaking, had the temperature very high, being wet, and had big pain in the bones. But mental pain for me is more harder than physical pain.
Yeah.
And today I understand why people hurt themselves to release mental pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. Anyway, he told me you have to do something. But I had in my head very bad options to do something bad to myself because I can't do it anymore. Can't do it. I know I'm doing wrong. I tried to do it for my son. I tried to do it for everyone, but I can't. When I did for myself, I did it. And I said to him, okay, I'll do anything you tell me this time, and just please give up on me. You're just wasting your time. And he went on internet, he found a rehab. He said, there is a rehab. I didn't know what is rehab. I thought it's like hospital, because nothing to do with me. I never been interested. Even I had some friends who is drug addicts and they kill themselves, but I never think about that can happen to me. Today I know can happen 100% to anyone. He said this rehab is Catholic rehab, it's religion. I said, never mind, I want to try anything. I know my religion and doesn't matter, I want to do it. He called a rehab, they said he need a detox. And I said, I'm going to detox, but if I'm going to program straight away from detox, no more after detox to come back, because I know I'm not gonna come back.
Yeah.
They said to him on the phone, he need to wait few days for bed, but in that time give him to drink. And he said, how can I give him to drink? They said on the phone, he can die. Give him slowly to drink. And that time I remember, that time I understand I'm in big trouble. And he stayed with me that 5 days. Allah rewards him.
This is your mate, the brother-in-law?
That's my brother-in-law. He grew up with me.
Wow. Inshallah.
And we still family.
Yeah.
And he took me to rehab, to detox. We've been locked for 9 days. That's like 9 years, longer days. And I saw a lot of things happening there, you know, people hallucination. I've been hallucinated as well. He told me I've been saying some things. It's unbelievable, you know. I can't remember that. Even if I didn't drink much. It's just my brain is gone. Yeah, that's how we start everything. I come in rehab. I saw it's not hospital. It's not tablets. It's not nothing. It's hard work. We have classes there. We in a rehab we search our life back, how much is possible to the kids from childhood, what's been happening.
Okay.
And finding the reason for addiction.
Identifying those traumas and things that we've been carrying.
After that, I find traumas in childhood. Even I thought I had a great childhood, you know, but not. I didn't. I had a lot of problem in childhood. But when you grow up with that and never think about it, you think it's normal.
Yeah.
I mean, in my house, it's never been drink. My father never drink. My mother never drink. But brother had some mental issues we didn't know. Later on, that mental issues come worse. And I've been worried about that here. Can't do it, nothing. Had a lot of problems, but yeah, and I didn't do nothing about all that traumas in concentration camp. I saw bad things, and 700 of us been living in one room. They've been shooting us. They've been, you know, that's something have to do about it. But I didn't do nothing. I thought it's normal.
They helped you work on all that stuff in rehab?
It's a help. It's a help me. I didn't want to go on one classes like traumas and all that.
Yeah.
Because all the time I've been saying, I don't have that. You have it. I don't know. I don't belong there.
Yeah.
And the lady who's running that, she said to me, Aiden, I'm like minister, psychiatrist. Every worker in rehab is used to be addict or alcoholic or gambler.
Yeah.
And we understand each other. She said to me, I coming from family where is the schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I visiting refugees all around the world. I am pretty sure you need it, and I still didn't accept. But when I open and start talk with her, we start crying in office and hugging each other, which is not rules in rehab, but that's open me, you know. It's subhanallah. And that's how is everything start. We've been doing 12 steps program.
Yeah.
And that was helpful for me, but I didn't understand that 12s. We're doing steps. What are we doing? Okay. I agree. First step, I'm powerless than alcohol. I am, because, yeah, I did detox, and every time if I have one drink, I know I'm not going to stop. But need the time after rehab, I understand all that program. Mm-hmm. You know, because in rehab there is no rules. You have to do that. You have to find your own way. But you have to be on classes. For me, rehab is something special. It's for me, it's mixture of jail, mental hospital, and family home full of love. There is connection. You know that, Brother Robbie. Connection with people is the same problem.
Yeah.
When you're sharing your story, I heard all your stories, and that motivation for me for today, to stay on the right path. And all what's been happening to you when you're sharing, or any one of us, we can feel that. And that's how is that work. And of course, a lot of education and a lot of support in rehab from government. Who wants to work? There is some people, they just stay 1 day, half a day, 3 days. And what I couldn't understand when I came first time, someone said, this is my third time. How can be third time? After all that pain, and how it happened? But later on, when I educate what is addiction, it's illness. It's a mental problem, and mental illness and addiction. They said it's like chain that's come together.
It's like a chain. Yeah, that's a really good analogy.
Yeah.
How long were you in rehab for?
For 10 months.
For 10 months.
Yeah.
And was that a set program, or was that just how long that was the right time for you?
Well, I had feeling I'm 20 years there. I won't go home. And after 2 months, I just feel like I never go. I'm ready. I know everything. I won't go out. Yeah. And my caseworker said to me, Aiden, you should stay. But no one can stop you there if you make decision, you know. And the friends from the floor said, come on, stay, come on. And there is a, like, yelling to go out. And a lot of people making wrong steps. They think they're ready, but they're not. And I stayed till I graduate. I had, most important is support from outside, from family, from friends, from community, to tell, we love you, stay. And I saw people who love me, they're proud of me. I'm there, and that's keep me there. that keep me there. And yeah, it's a good connection, but there is a lot of pain in rehab as well. When you spend with someone days, and from sharing, you know that person better than mom.
Yeah.
His mom doesn't know him
Yeah.
because he never said. And that person have a plans for future. And one morning, every morning we have a meeting, flow meeting. That's how his day starting. Flow meeting is 6 o'clock, and we sharing and we hang and we wish to each other to be strong today and all that. And you start love people, but that people just one morning is not there. You're knocking on the door, is not there. Last night we talk about future. He had the plans, and just he's not in the room in the morning. If he's not in the room, we know where he is. He is in somewhere else, in bedrooms. But yeah, it's a lot of people, educate people, a lot of people, homeless people, they did it, and I can see that people, I'm in connected with them. They're great people today, family people, happy, most of us helping others, because it's helpful for us.
It is.
And yeah, I saw, for me, rehab is something special. I saw things I couldn't believe it, like alcoholics 16 years old. He can't live without alcohol.
16, wow.
Yeah, he can't live it. And yeah, some people hurt themselves, some people but it's a lot of love and connections. Unfortunately, some people making connections in rehab, like young people, and they make relationship and they going to live together outside after 2 weeks, That's toxic relationship, and it's not gonna.
Doesn't work, yeah.
Doesn't work. Yeah, rehab for me is helpful, but I heard on meetings a lot of people said wasn't helpful for them. I don't know. It's something work for someone, something not. All members, that was a Salvation Army rehab in Red Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have a chapel Tuesday. It's called chapel, but every Tuesday getting a graduation. That time we singing, we have a serenity, pray. Who wants to pray in the corner. It's not necessary to pray, or no one pushing you to religion. We have to do 13 churches Sundays, but the church is still playing music, and who wants to pray, they pray. I have my own praying. I've been praying in the room, and it's great. My case worker, when I came there, I told him my religion, I always knew it. I didn't follow religion. That is probably why it's happened all that to me. Because with religion, a lot of things, we're getting a lot of rewards and peace, and we better people.
We are.
Alhamdulillah. But
you said something interesting about the other night about sort of what Islam looked like to you in Bosnia. Can you describe that for us? Like there was the mosque, but it was for old people sort of thing.
Yes, that's how we grow up in communities, country. It's Bosnia is a multi-ethnic country. We have Orthodox, Christians, Jewish as well, and but that unfortunately that wall separate us. But we didn't know, most of us. We didn't know who is Muslims, who is Christians, we were just friends, And 20 meters from my house is a mosque. When I lay down in my room, I can see the mosque.
Wow.
I can see it through the windows. minaret mosque. And like kids, we just play soccer with Imam there.
Yeah.
And all the people coming in night time, and we like naughty kids make some noise, and his wife always been accusing us and all that, unfortunately. And that's religion was something for all people. Of course, we always had in the house Eid. We know when is the Eid. We had the lunch, but that's it. And that's how everything is started. I asked my case worker, can I go to Juma? Because I already start praying and education myself on YouTube in the rooms. We have to turn off the lights 8 o'clock, but I had good battery. And I read till long hours. Yeah. And learn to pray. And he said, he didn't let me to go to Juma. He said, we can't do that. We have Christians program and all that, which is understandable, you know. But first days he gave me some books and brochures, and they tried the best, you know. Where is the God? He crossed the God and he write Allah. I didn't know much, but I said it's not necessary. That's the same thing, you know. I knew that.
Thank you, though. But
nice.
yeah,
Thank you. It's,
yeah.
you know. But he said to me, okay, you go to Juma. Case worker is like dead. Everyone calls his case worker dead. Because whatever I want, I have to ask him permission.
Yep.
If it's something big, he has to ask on the meeting. He said to me, go to Juma, come back in 1 hour time, and sign out like you're going in shopping. Because at that time I already level 2. I'm able to go in shopping, and because I've been working good and didn't have any problems, I was allowed every Saturday or every second Saturday go out and sleep at home with family. I didn't have home, I lost home, but I had my family still. In that time I thought to go to Bosnian Mosque in Underwood, and I saw time is running. I had that shame and guilt, what I'm gonna do in the mosque. Everyone knows me in community. They know I'm drinking, I'm party boy, look at him now, he come in the mosque. No one knew that I'm in rehab. But I didn't have the time to come in the right time in Juma, and I turned in Holland Park Mosque. And from that moment, everything is changed. My life is changed. All that guilt, all that heavy things I had on myself, just a couple words from Imam. He said to me something very simple. He didn't judge me, and that was really helpful for me. He come to me from that. So many people is there going my way after Juma, and I was sort of scary and shame because what I'm doing there, I don't belong. These people is good, I'm bad. And he just asked me, how are you doing, brother? I said, good. But I already learned in rehab to take off that mask and say when I'm not good. And I said, actually, I'm not good. And he asked me, what's wrong, brother? I said, I'm a bad boy. Not problem with laws, problem with drinking. I've been using drugs sometimes as well to drink longer and the party drugs and all that. And he just said to me, but you human being, we're doing that sometimes. And you can always come back right way. I'm here to help you anytime. And something is just happened. And after I've been coming and in the mosque all the time when I have chance. And you brother and some brothers who come from jail, I saw when you're recording that show, and I feel great, And I learn I have to stuck with that people. I have to stuck. For me it was problem, how can I say now after rehab, all that company, leave me alone? Just because there is nice people, they love me. But when you change your life,
yeah,
they gone. They can see they called me a few times for party. I said, no more, I'm finished. And they just, Allah take them on the side and connect with right people. And today I'm sure it's not just an accident to meet someone. You know, if we living right way and doing right things, right people coming to us. That's my experience. SubhanAllah.
You know, I really hope that, and I believe that people will hear your story and find the courage.
I've been crying so many times listening to your stories, brother. That connection I can't explain. Someone who is not been in our place, crying for someone else. I don't know him. Just feel that.
SubhanAllah. It's a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
It is, for sure.
Gift.
It is gift.
But I truly pray that, you know, if you're watching and you can identify with this and you're struggling and you're in pain and the people around you are in pain, find the courage like this man did to just, you know, stop living for tomorrow. Do it today. Make the phone call. There's no shame in it, you know. And brother, you've painted a very beautiful picture of what rehab is. You know, we've talked a lot on this program about addiction, about getting help and this and that, but I haven't until today. I don't think we've been able to paint a really clear picture of what it is to expect it, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing to experience, and that sharing that love and that connection of being surrounded by people who are all on the same journey. It's something that you carry with you for the rest of your life. It's a gift. It's a beautiful thing. There's no shame in it. There's no dishonor in it. It's the best thing you can do. You know, and for the people that love us and care for us, that we've subjected to hardship because of our choices, it's the least we can do is make an effort to do something for their sake, even if we don't have enough self-love and care to do it for ourselves.
We didn't have that, but today we have, inshallah, love for ourselves and love for others. Because we lost love for ourselves, and how can we love someone else when we've been hurting ourselves and our families, our people we should look after. And it's never to say, I just want to say to brothers or sisters, they watching us today, there is always hope. Whatever has happened, just don't give up. And it's a lot of us, and just don't be shy to call us, because we know helping you. Every time if I can help with someone with addiction or talk, it's help for me as well. I'm stronger today because we had this conversation, and my day is full today. Whatever has happened, there is no guilt anymore, brother. It's a beautiful feeling, live without guilt and shame, and to be proud, to be good man. Try. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow to us, but I know that feeling, what I have, what I had, what I got, there is no drugs and alcohol to fill up that and compare it with that feeling what God gave us, that's rewards, something special. That I'm not in Russia anymore. I'm not in toilet without reason anymore.
Yeah. Oh, subhanallah. Bro, look, that's us. Jazakallah khair, Dino. Thank you. Love you.
Thank you.
You're a beautiful man, and you're an inspiration for all of us. Jazakallah khair. Everyone at home watching us, thank you for joining us. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother.